What's up, Quackopter fans? HangerJoe.com. Today I'm going to be flying my V303 Seeker again, taking it for a test flight. Got the Walkera G2D gimbal hooked up to it. Motors are armed. And I have a lot of trim on the front there, so it almost actually tipped over. We'll let it level out here. Wind is a little bit gusty today, so flying into the wind currently right now. Got some pretty good video out of it yesterday. I'm going to trim it up, getting quite a bit of drift. So the only issue that I've been having lately is I had a little bit of a range issue, but I think that was more so possibly a bad receiver inside, which I swapped out, and then I also was experiencing a loss of signal, but I think that was just old batteries. So right now I'm getting a little bit of a drift. It's not holding its position as well as I would like it to. I don't know if it's the added weight of the gimbal. When I don't have the gimbal on there and the camera on there, it seems to function just fine. So can't really pinpoint exactly what it is. Could just be the windy conditions. I haven't had a smooth day for flying in a while. So just cruise it around in this area here. Take it up a little bit higher. You can really see the wind taking control of this thing. For some reason, it's not holding its position the way I would like it to. So, quite possibly I might consider putting some more foil above the GPS. That could be an issue it's having. My gimbal looks a little cockeyed and crooked. Doesn't look like I had it straight level when I powered it up. And since I don't have the pitch wire or roll wire plugged in on the gimbal, it's something that has to be done prior to taking off. So we're getting decent range on it today. Flying smooth and steady. Just kind of let it drift back to us here. I'd really like it to hold its position a little bit better, especially in the wind. I know a lot of other people with the V303s, theirs hold their position pretty well and compensates for the wind. And like I said, mine typically does whenever I don't have the gimbal on there, but for some reason with the gimbal and the GoPro or SJ4000, it makes it a little bit heavy for some reason. So flight time's going to be a little bit reduced. Because of the extra added weight to it, but I mean, X-Blend hover, steady flyer. I think now they're getting more of the kinks worked out with the V303, especially with the new board, new receiver, new transmitter. So for $200, I don't think you can really get much better of a quadcopter that's going to have GPS, return to home. And the return to home on this does work. Tested it out when I was having a transmitter issue. Was able to flip the switch, flew up 15 meters, came back, landed within a few feet of where I took off from. So the lights on this are really bright, easy to tell. Orientation on there, your red back, greens in the front, and then you always have your tail light, which makes it super easy to identify the orientation. So we get a panning shot, the wind's kind of dying down a little bit. Let's take a look at the mountain. I'll take it up a little bit because I can still see the light. Still going back and forth and checking out the light issue on here, because when that light goes out, well, it turns red, then it goes into that weird headless mode. So we'll bring it down, nice, slow in stages. You don't want to bring this down too fast, especially if you don't have the proper blades on here. Mine fell from the sky with some knockoff DJI Phantom blades, so handling super smooth today. I don't like the fact that the gimbal is a little cockeyed there underneath. It's not straight. It's a little bit annoying that you gotta mess with it in order to get it to go straight prior to taking off. But cool view, getting in the background here. Ocean with the sunset. It's probably going on about 4 minutes. Plot more into the other direction here, more towards the mountains. Sun settings where the lighting isn't the best. No range issues. So kind of glad that I swapped out the receiver on this. If you want to see the video, it's on the channel. Shows how I changed the receiver inside. Now this one does have the old receiver, it doesn't have the new one, even though it's got the newer board in it. Kind of thankful for that, but it has been giving me some issues. So I think a lot of people swear by the S4 flight controller in there. So we'll fly it out one more time horizontally here. Take a look around. Super steady. Now that the wind's died down quite a bit, and it's getting pretty cold up here on the mountain today, so might reduce our battery life. I'm going to go ahead and bring it in for a landing. Probably going on about 3 to 4 minutes. Just wanted to get another flight in with the gimbal. Feeling pretty confident with the new receiver in there too as well. Binding it's not an issue to the quadcopter, so everything appears to be working out well. You can definitely tell this thing's got some lift to it when it blows out all that dust. So we'll try to find the most level spot to land, just because the gimbal is so close to the clearance there of the legs. So it looks like a pretty level spot, so we'll try to land it right there, nice and smooth. Hold down on the throttle just to make sure the engines go out. If you do have your throttle trimmed up, you're going to need to watch that, as your engines might shut off. I had an experience with that myself where the engines wouldn't shut off and kept taking off. So V303 Seeker, Walkera 2G or G2D gimbal. If this video helped you out anyway, definitely leave a like. If you have questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comment box, and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos.